Morning, Alia. Alia, can you hear me? Alia.
Good morning, Master.
Morning. Baghdadi, good morning.
Morning, Master.
We have Kunuz. Uhaim. Hala. Hala. Jana Walid. Osman. Jana. Osman. Osama. Tadrus. Yahya Awad. Tadrus. Yahya Awad. Okay. Yasmin Said. Yasmin Said. Jannat Amir. Yasmin Sa'a. This is Yasin. Yusuf Awad and Yusuf Sahrawi. Yusuf Awad and Sahrawi. Kiara. Okay. So I have 20 students. I'm happy to have this number in the first session. Yesterday in the second session, about 12 people only attended. And this is Ryan. Good morning, all. So there are about 21 students so far. Okay. Yesterday we finished chapter 25, grammar. And yesterday's lesson was common usage problems or mistakes. As we did yesterday, some words which confuse us, like effect and affect, proceed and precede, and so on. Okay, today we're going to do chapter 26. Remember, in this term, we have 3 chapters to finish grammar, 25, 26, and 27. 26 and 27, of course, we did this stuff before many times. 26 is very easy. It's capitalization, and you know which letters or which words should start or begin with a capital letter. Okay, we have checklist, as you know, as usual, at the beginning of every unit. Let's do it. The diagnostic test, checklist or skill check A. And I want you to be active, please, because I take your names and you get marks for this. Skill check A. If you are ready to answer, please put your hand up. If you don't mind, I'll, let's say, wait, Baghdadi. Thank you for being that active. I'll just do something here. So I'll just mute you to avoid any noise. Okay, so skill check A, copy each of the underlined items. We're not going to copy, of course, we're doing it orally, and tell whether it is a proper noun or proper adjective. Proper noun, you know, we have proper nouns, names of people, names of countries, names of places, names of things which have one item only in the world, like the Eiffel Tower, the Cairo Tower, and so on. Or a proper adjective, it's an adjective. Most of the time, proper adjectives are nationalities or adjectives that refer to places most of the time. So the question is, tell whether it is a proper noun or proper adjective. So copy each of the underlined items and tell whether it is a PN or PA, proper adjective or proper noun. So Abdurrahman will do number 1. Abdurrahman.
Proper nouns.
Which one? We have two underlined nouns. We have Stephen and Douglas.
Both.
Both are proper nouns. Both are proper nouns. Thank you, Abdurrahman. Who else? Put your hand down, please. Who else? So this is Baghdadi. Yusuf Awad, number 2. Yusuf. We have the word Confederate. Confederate cavalry. I'll unmute you. Yusuf.
Confederate is an adjective.
Proper adjective. Thank you.
Oh.
Must begin with a capital letter. Okay. Mute yourself, Abdurrahman. Yusuf. Number 3, I have Tadros. We have 2 words, Tadros. Go ahead.
Proper noun.
Proper noun. We have 2 words. We have
the first one,
veterans and day. Which
both of them are proper nouns because they are the name of the day of the event.
Thank you. Thank you. Both are proper nouns. PN. Thank you, Tadros. Number 4, Sahrawi. Yusuf Sahrawi. This is Ted. This is Mark.
Mr. Proper noun.
Number 4, American. Is American a noun, Yusuf?
Proper noun.
American?
Sorry, proper adjective.
American is an adjective. Thank you. Number, this is Yusuf. Okay. Number 5, who's ready? Put your hands down, Yusuf and Tadros. Let's take Ryan. Ryan, sorry, I unmuted Bodad again. No, Ryan. Number 5.
Proper noun, both of them.
Both of them are proper nouns because we have Lincoln and Memorial. Lincoln and Memorial. Thank you very much. So the 5 people who participated are Bodadi, Awad, Sahrawi, Tadros, and Ryan. Where is your name, Ryan? Here. Okay, thank you very much. Let's move on to skill check B. Here, he wants you to write the words that should be capitalized in the following sentences. Right? Which words should be capitalized here? I want other people to join us, please, and be active and raise their hands. Number 6, at the outset of the outset means beginning, guys. At the outset, at the beginning of the Civil War, most Northern people who come from the North thought that the South would be defeated within a few months. Hassan Rohaim is ready. Hassan, go ahead.
Yes. We should, at the outset of Civil War, most Northerners thought that the South would be defeated within a few months. Civil War.
What about at?
Yes,
at
Civil
is the
War.
first word of the sentence. يبقى at, capital A. Civil War, C and W, or what?
Yes.
Yes, C, Civil War, W. Good, go on.
I think Northerners.
Yes. And
South.
The South. Okay, thank you, Hassan. Number 7, who's ready? This is Ruhaim. Kiara, go ahead. Kiara, I'll just unmute you. Kiara. Number 7.
After.
Number 7, the word after, because it's the first word of the sentence.
April.
April, because it's a month. Is that all?
Yes.
We have the name of a famous battle.
Bull Run.
Yeah, battle, the word battle itself, because we have the name of this battle. Battle, capital B. Bull Run, capital B and capital R. Because this is the name of a battle, okay? Battle, capital B, Bull Run. Thank you. This is Kiara. Number 8, I have 2 raised hands. Yusuf Awad's and Kiara's. No, sorry, Kiara. Sorry, I made it by mistake. Other guys, please. I'll take Abdurrahman Walid. Abdurrahman, why are you lazy all the time? Raise your hand. You lost many marks in terms 2 and 3, especially term 3, because you're not active in my sessions. Walid, you're excellent. Please put your hand up and be more active. Walid, if you can hear me. Abdurrahman Walid.
Yes, Mr.
Okay, do number 8, please.
Okay. During.
During, thank you.
America.
America. Okay, okay, Walid, thank you very much. I'll go to Alia. Alia, do number 9, please. Alia, waiting for you.
T.
Say the word. The first word of the sentence. South.
South.
Okay. South only.
Carolina.
South Carolina, because this is the name of a state.
Alabama. Georgia.
Alabama, another state.
Georgia.
Georgia.
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Jefferson.
We have the word president. Also, it must be capitalized because we have the name of the president. When I say President Mubarak, capital P and capital M. President Jefferson. Is that all? Davis only. We have Davis also, sorry. And the word Confederacy at the beginning. Okay, thank you, Alia. And be more active, please. I'll go to Miss Ganna Gouda to do number 10. Ganna. Ganna Gouda. Okay, Hala Sharif. Looks like Ganna's not here. Hala Sharif. Hala?
Yes.
Is this Hala or Ganna? This is
Hala.
Hala. Okay, Hala, do number 10, please.
The T in the.
Okay.
The N and S in northern states.
No, we don't need to capitalize states. The northern, capital N.
Oh, okay. The A in Abraham.
Abraham.
And the L.
Lincoln. Okay.
State William Seward every.
And we need secretary also. The Secretary of State William Seward, the 4 words. Secretary
every letter in the beginning except of.
No, except is a preposition. We don't capitalize prepositions unless they come at the beginning of the sentence.
Yes.
And we have the word union, the union.
Except. Yes.
The union. Okay, again, the northern, capital T, capital N, union, capital U, Abraham Lincoln, capital A, capital L, Secretary, S, State, S, William, W, Seward, S. Thank you, Hala. Let's move on to exercise or skill check C. Copy the following paragraph using capital letters. Yani it's the same idea as number or letter B. Let's move to D. Correct the capitalization in each underlined group of words. If no correction is needed, write correct. So we have something to correct. If it is correct, say or write correct. Number 21. And I'll pick another person. I'll go to Hassan Gouda. Hassan, do number 21, please. Hassan Gouda. Hassan Gouda, are you there? So Hassan Gouda is not here. Okay, I'll go to Knuz. Knuz, do number 21, please.
Yes, Master.
Okay. I have 2 underlined words, Shakespearean play. Are they punctuated or capitalized correctly? Or there is something wrong?
It's correct.
It's correct. Yani Shakespearean capital S, this is correct, and play capital P, this is correct, in your opinion, right?
No, play will not be capital.
Yes, good. Shakespearean capital S, that's okay. But play, the P should be small. Thank you, Knut.
Yes.
Okay, this
Yeah.
is Knut. Number 22. 22, whose turn is it? It's Mariam's. Mariam, do 22.
Yes, Mister.
Okay. We have Saddle and West Streets.
It's correct.
That's correct. We have the two names of the streets, Saddle Street and West Street. That's correct. Thank you, Mariam. Number 23, Osama. Osama, can you do 23? Osama, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. We have two underlined words, British actors. Are they capitalized correctly? Osama, quickly.
No.
No, top corrected.
British B capital.
Capital B, yes. What about actors?
Then actor is capital A.
No, small. Actors is small. British actors. We need British only, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Osama. Number 24. I'll go back to, this is Yassine Said joining us. Okay. I'll go back to Yusuf Awad. Can you do it, Yusuf Awad? Number 24. Yusuf Awad?
It's correct.
It's correct. Thank you. Number 25, Baghdadi.
Yes, Mister.
Can you,
G capital or
capital G.
and P also?
The B is small. The B is small. He signed Grammar's program with Flourish, capital G only, Baghdad. The P doesn't need to be capital. Okay, so let's move on to the explanation. Just as road signs, thank you all for being active. Just as road signs help to guide people through a town, capital letters help to guide readers through their reading. Capitalization signals the start. It shows us the start of a new sentence or points out certain words within a sentence to give readers visual clues that aid in their understanding. To capitalize means to begin a word with a capital letter. You know this better than me. And here we have the title, Using Capitals or Capital Letters to Begin a Sentence. Always signal the start of a new idea by capitalizing the first word in a sentence. You know, in English, a new idea, this means a new sentence. Always, there is no exception, as you know, always signal or begin a new idea by capitalizing the first word of the sentence. Capitalize the first word in declarative, interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory sentences. In all types of sentences, the first letter of the first word must be capitalized. Here we have 4 examples. We're not going to read them just to save time. Capitalize the first word in interjections and incomplete questions. Even if we have an interjections like oh, wow, oops, ouch, all these expressions, these are called interjections, which show some feeling or something like that. Capitalize the first words. As you can see, we have the capital O here, O, and capital W, O and wonderful. These are interjections. Again, capitalize the first word in interjections and incomplete questions. If we have an incomplete question like this, what? This is not a complete sentence, as you know. We capitalize the W. How many? We capitalize the H, as you can see. So capitalize the first word of a quotation. If we have a quotation, Do not capitalize the first word of a continuing quotation. Sometimes, I'm hungry, said Ibrahim, then I want to eat something. Okay, interrupted by identifying words or a quotation that is the continuation of the writer's thought. So look at the example. Joe exclaimed, then we have quotation marks or speech marks, capital T, the enemy is in the field. Then we have another quotation mark. Speaker's words follow the introductory words. As the ship came plowing through the water, he said, look at she, look at the S. So if we continue the quotation, we don't need to capitalize the first letter. Be careful. Again, as here the A is capital, we complete the sentence and then we interrupted by saying he said, then she, remember the S doesn't need to be capitalized. Okay, if we have another example here. At the end of the battle, Grant remarked that it was the saddest affair I have witnessed in war. Speaker's words are a continuation of the writer's thoughts. Here, because he said, Grant remarked that or said that or something like that. It's a continuation of the writer's thoughts or ideas. So here, capitalize the first word after a colon only if the word begins a complete sentence. But if we have a colon, 2 dots, as you know, capitalize the first word after it only if it begins a complete sentence. Do not capitalize the word if it begins a list of words or phrases. You know, we use colons, as you do in SAT, for 2 main things. Beginning a new idea, if this is the case, capitalize the first letter of the first word. Or having a list. If this is the case, don't capitalize any word. He repeated his statement emphatically. We have a colon here, and then he was unable to continue marching. This is a complete idea. So the H, the letter H here must be capitalized. The soldiers were issued the following equipment. We have a colon, then we have a list. We do not need to capitalize the first letter of the first word of the list. Capitalize the first word in each line of traditional poetry. If we have traditional poetry, capitalize the first word in each line, even if the line does not start a new idea or a new sentence. Here, I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree. If you look at the letter A, I is capitalized, and you know I must be capitalized all the time. And the letter A here, it's capitalized. So if we have traditional poetry, the first word or letter of every line must be capitalized. Here we have an exercise. We're going to skip it. Let's move to the next point. Using capitals for proper nouns. Using capitals for proper nouns. Nouns, as you may remember, are either common or proper. We started this in primary school. Common nouns identify classes of people, places, or things, like sailor, brother, leader, street, city, country, cannon, ship, and magazine. Proper nouns, on the other hand, name specific examples of each class and should be capitalized. Again, common nouns identify classes of people, places, or things, but proper nouns name specific items of such things. Capitalize all proper nouns. You know, all proper nouns must be capitalized. We have Jennifer, Professor Wilkins, or Dr. Ali, and so on. Governor Percy, President Clinton, Main Street, Holleran House, Chicago, the Red Badge of Courage, USS, Monitor, the Cliffside News. These are names of newspapers or something like that. Names, each part of a person's name, the given name, the middle name, and the surname should be capitalized. If I say, for example, Yusuf Awad Abu Ura, so capital Y, because this is the first name or the given name, Awad, this is the middle name, and Abu Ura, this is the surname or family name. All of them must be capitalized, the first letter, of course. Capitalize each part of a person's name, even when the full name is not used. We have Bill, John, and Sarah, Jean Grogan, R.R. Brighton, Ernesto H. Sanchez. Capitalize the proper names that are given to animals. If I have a cat called Pussy or a dog called Puppy or Rex or something like that, their names should be capitalized, the first letter. Flipper, Traveler, Rin Tin Tin, and so on. So proper names or proper nouns must be capitalized. And if we look at number 1 here, let's do this quickly. It's like the example we did or the exercise we did in the checklist or checkpoint. On your paper, write a sentence for each numbered item, supply capital letters wherever necessary. I think, who can do number 1, guys? We're going to do number 1 only. Jefferson Davis. Who can do number 1? Jana Osman joined us at the beginning of the session. I'm not sure. I don't think she's with us now. Jana Osman. Jana Osman, she's here. But the mic has a problem. Jannah Tamer and Jana Osman, try to solve the mic problem, please. Jannah Tamer and Jana Osman. Because this means you're not participating in the session. I'll go to Yasin. Yasin, where is Yasin? Yasin is here. Yasin, can you use this or these 2 names in a sentence of yours and capitalize them? If it is necessary to capitalize in.
Jefferson and Davis?
Yes, both must be capitalized. They want you to put 2 words, the 2 words in or the 2 nouns or the 2 names in a sentence. I think this was a former American president, but I'm not sure. Let's say he used or he was a president.
In 1 sentence or 2 sentences?
1 sentence.
Oh, Jefferson Davis is 1 name, not 2 names?
Yes, it's 1 name, it's 1 person.
Jefferson Davis, the 28th American president.
For example, and the J must be capitalized and the D must be capitalized, right? Right, Yasin? Okay. Geographical and place names. Although there is a wide variety of categories of geographical and place names, a single general rule for capitalizing or capitalization applies. What is this single rule? Capitalize geographical and place names. Examples of different kinds of geographical and place names are listed in the following chart. Each item should serve as a model for similar names. And for example, names of streets, as you can see the list. We have a big list here. Streets like Kesra Street, Gomhuriya Street, and the S, if we have the word street, it must be capitalized. If we have the word avenue, if we have the word road, remember. Boroughs, towns, boroughs, a borough is a small village, towns and cities, Brooklyn, Oakdale, Michigan City, and so on. Counties, this is in America. States and provinces, okay. Counties like Champlain, county, the letter C. New Mexico, this is a state. And Quebec, this is a province in Canada. Nations and continents. Austria, a nation, a country. Kenya, the United States of America. The Union, Asia, the Confederate States of America, and so on. Mountains, like Mount Washington. The M, if we have the word mount, the M must be capital. Valleys and deserts. The San Fernando Valley, the letter V must be capitalized also. And the Gobi Desert, the Sahara Desert, the S, the Gobi, and so on must be capitalized. Islands and peninsulas. Aruba, the Faroe Islands, Cape York Peninsula, or Sinai Peninsula in Egypt, or the Arabian Peninsula, Sinai capital S, Arabian capital A. Sections of a country like the Northeast, Siberia, and the Great Plains. These are sections of a country. Scenic spots, scenic means beautiful, beautiful spots with scenery, much scenery. Gateway National Park, Carlsbad Caverns, and rivers and falls, the Missouri River, the Nile River, Victoria Falls, Niagara Falls, lakes and bays, Lake Cayuga, Green Bay, Na'ma Bay, the Bay of Biscayne, seas and oceans, the Red Sea, the Mediterranean Sea, the Indian Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and so on. Celestial bodies in space, the Milky Way, you know the Milky Way, capital M, capital W, Mars, the name of a planet, the Big Dipper, okay, monuments and memorials, the tomb of the unknown soldier, the tomb, capital T, unknown soldier, Kennedy Memorial Library, the Soldiers and Sailors Monument. Buildings, if we have a famous building, like Freeport block in Port Said, Freeport building, Madison Square Garden, the Cleveland Museum of Art, Fort Hood, the Astrodome, the White House, and so on. School and meeting rooms, room 6, laboratory 3B, the red room, conference room C, and so on. And remember the letters, notice that the letter C here and the letter B here are capitalized. Note about capitalization directions. Words indicating direction can be used in two ways: to name a section of a larger geographical area, or simply to give or indicate direction. Words indicating direction are capitalized only when they refer to a section of a larger geographical area. Look at the example. The courier made his way through the South. Here we have the word South capitalized. Why? Because it refers to a section of a geographical area or a country. The train stops 2 miles east of the city. Here we're not referring, the word east is not referring to a larger section or a section of a larger body or geographical body or area. Note about capitalizing names of celestial bodies or space bodies. 2 celestial bodies whose names are not capitalized are moon and sun. So you don't need to capitalize the first letter of the word moon or sun. They are exceptions to the rule. Any other celestial body, any other planet or star, its name or their names must be capitalized except for sun and moon. When the moon, small m, the sun, small s here. Note about capitalizing theater, hotel, university, and similar words. Do not capitalize words such as theater, school, university, park, hospital, and so forth unless the word is part of a proper name. Like we visited Stone Mountain Park. Here the word park is capitalized because it's part of a name of a famous place. But I will meet you at the park. The park. I don't have the name of this park, so the P is capital here. Remember this, guys? I think we can stop here and see you after the break. Thank you very much.